Here's a Konami Super Basketball update. When I told people I was going to put Super Basketball into the basement, I got some weird looks as to why I'm putting a game that's this bad into the basement. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I think this game is underrated and it's a lot of fun. This game is in a converted cabinet. This was picked up in the arcade hall last summer and it's in a Nintendo cabinet. Previously it was a Donkey Kong at one point, and I guess a lot of these Nintendo cabinets were converted to Super Basketball at one point in time. This did have side art on one side, which I removed because it was all ripped and torn and dirty. So that came off, and I had to do a few things to this cabinet before it came down into the basement. I took care of some of the rust on some of the metal pieces and repainted them black. I put new T-molding on and took care of the coin door. As far as major repairs go, I did do a cap kit on the monitor because the image was about 2/3 the original size. So now it's the appropriate size on there, and the cap kit took care of that. So one of the things that's interesting about this game is that it's a conversion. I know there's conversions out there, but this was done by Bally Distributing, and they catered it towards a Nintendo cabinet. They made their own bezel, they did their own control panel, they even had a vinyl sticker that you could put on top of your Donkey Kong marquee. Well, when I pulled off the original marquee in this cabinet, it was a vinyl sticker, and underneath that vinyl sticker was indeed a Donkey Kong. Of course, when you do that, you can't light up the marquee because then you have Donkey Kong showing through underneath the Super Basketball. So the light fixture on this was actually removed, and I did put in a new one so that I can light the marquee. When they did this control panel, they actually left all the original holes for the buttons, and you only had to drill a few new holes for this control panel. Now, I know this control panel is not in the best of shape, but I just wanted to show it to you to kind of give you an idea of how everything goes. So if you remember a Donkey Kong control panel, that's indeed where the 2-player buttons are, and over here where they've got 3 buttons, one for the dribble and pass and shoot. One of those buttons was indeed the original jump button. So you only had to drill 2 new holes for the extra buttons, which worked out well. And the joystick obviously stayed in the same place. So that was a nice touch, and they made it really easy to convert. They also gave you this nice bezel, monitor bezel, to replace the Donkey Kong one. And they did a nice job with it, and I kind of like it. This is why I kept it in here. I like the artwork on it. But they actually put the instructions down here as well. So they tell you how to play the game. You can pass, dribble, and shoot. You have a time limit. So when you foul, you lose 5 seconds. And there's other times where you actually lose time off the clock. This is a game where you actually have to dribble. You have to bounce the ball. If you hit the button once, you've dribbled once. You have to keep dribbling it, which is kind of interesting. And then, of course, you can shoot, pass, and rebound, and all that fun stuff. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be Gerald Henderson from the '84 Boston Celtics, but I can tell you right now, Boston isn't red. At least not the Celtics anyway. So I'm not quite sure who that's supposed to be. But anyway, since this was a kit, there was a couple nice things that they did about it. They actually made it really easy for you to convert and put the Konami Super Basketball into this cabinet. They let you keep the original 20EZ, and they actually gave you an adapter board to put onto the Konami Super Basketball PCB so that you can use some of your existing wiring. And if you ever find one of these cabinets, some of the original wiring may actually still be intact for Donkey Kong. So let's go ahead to the back and take a quick look at that. So here's the Konami Super Basketball PCB, and it lets you use the 100-volt isolation transformer. You just throw in a switching power supply. That way you're able to use that 20EZ monitor that's already inside the cabinet. But then they gave you this adapter board that went on top of the PCB. The PCB is down here and allows you to use that adapter board. And that adapter board actually lets you use some of the existing wires that are already here, making the conversion that much easier to use. So let's take a quick look at some of the stuff that's already there. So we've got this wire here, which is a big one. That lets you use that 20EZ monitor. That's the video cable that goes to it. We've got some power wires here that also allow you to just kind of plug right into it. And we have this gray wire here. This actually got a connector on it, and it goes straight to the speaker, so you can just go plug straight into the speaker. You don't have to do anything else. Then you've got some of your other cables here for your credits and your coin controls, and you've got your control cable there as well, making it really easy to just kind of plug in some of your existing wires into this adapter board and go from there. And it literally just plugs right into the PCB down here, so that's its own card. Normally this would have used the Konami Classic harness and you would have plugged your game into it that way. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, which makes this conversion just kind of a nice clean conversion for 1984 or 1985, whenever this was actually converted.
Super Basketball.
So I just turned the Super Basketball game on, and I wanted to show you how it plays and what it looks like and why I'm kind of in love with this game at the moment. As you can see, it's a really simple looking game. Not much going on. You pass, you dribble, you shoot, but I'm addicted to it, and I think this is definitely an underrated game. You can probably pick up this board for probably like 25 or 30 bucks off of eBay and have a lot of fun with it. So one of the reasons I really like it is because you have to dribble.
Super Basketball.
I can't get my hands a hold of a Konami track and field, so Super Basketball is just going to have to do. So when you dribble, if you push the button once, you literally do just that. You actually need to dribble the ball, or, you know, pretend you're playing track and field and have a blast doing it. So you've got your pass and you shoot, and I'm going to show you some quick gameplay. I'm not very good, but I'm totally hooked on this game at the moment. I mean, the sounds are ridiculous. In the attract mode, it's enough to drive you crazy if you're down here in the basement, because it never shuts up. But I'm kind of loving this game, and I'm going to enjoy it down here for quite a while. And I highly recommend that if you ever get a chance to play it, you know, you throw a few quarters in it somewhere, or, you know, at least give it, you know, 5 to 10 minutes of fun. You're always playing offense in this game. You never play defense. It's your objective to come from behind to beat the other team before time runs out. If you beat the other team before time runs out, that's how you advance. But I tell you, the challenge level here is pretty high, and it'll keep you coming back for more. At least it's keeping me coming back for more, because I feel like there's a lot to figure out and learn here. But I'll go ahead and I'm going to play a round of it. It does have free play, so you can actually put it on free play, which is good, because I would have gone broke playing this game probably. Alright, so let me go ahead and we'll start a game. Alright, so let's go ahead and play a quick round or so, maybe 2, of Konami Super Basketball, and I'm going to kind of show you why I'm hooked on it. I've literally come down here and I'll just play this for some stupid amount of time. It's pretty bad. I mean, I know people make fun of me for it, but I'm loving this game. So let's go ahead and let's play. So we go ahead and you can put your name in just like you normally would. Very typical of the Konami games of that time. So I gotta come up from behind to beat the junior high school team. So I'm literally, if I push the dribble button once, I only dribble once. You can double dribble too, so if you stop dribbling and you start dribbling, it's double dribble. So if I can spin around and I don't go anywhere until I start dribbling. And they never go in. So they'll flash when they're, I believe it's when they're open. And they'll block your shot and everything too. It's not like NBA Jam where you can get off a quick 3. I mean, as soon as they get the ball, that's it. Round, you know, that bit's over. Ooh, I got lucky there. Definitely got lucky there. Oh, and there goes the time. Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, let's do another round. This time I won't talk during it. I'm hoping maybe I'll actually get fouled. You can see how they do the free throws in here. When they're doing the free throws in here, you actually are at the foul line. It's got a line going back and forth, so you have to time it to line up with the foul shot just right. And then you have to release the shoot button at the right time to let the angle go. So let's see if I can actually make that happen. Probably not. All right, so I got to come from 15 points behind to beat this junior high school team. Oh, and I always do that. I'm so used to playing NBA Jam when my buttons are flipped. All right. So in these earlier rounds, you can actually just kind of dribble and get your way in there. I'm sure you guys can hear me on the camera where I'm smacking the dribble button just to dribble. All right. As soon as you get that rebound, try to throw it back up, otherwise they'll try to block your shot. And I got a blocked pass. Ooh, I got fouled. All right, so now you actually get to see the foul shot. See how it's moving back and forth? I got to time it just right and get the angle right. And no, not quite. We haven't figured it out yet. I got to figure it out. So that's kind of like your javelin throw or your long jump. Ooh, I got blocked again. All right, let's try it again. Oh, definitely not 19. Maybe we'll shoot for like 23. Nope, not quite. There we go. And I take my shirt off and jump up and down going, bravo, 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 bravo. My next opponent is a high school team. Well, it's always embarrassing when you lose to the junior high team, but high school team's probably even better. And this is when it starts to go downhill for me. I've got to come from 20 points behind. All right, let's take another foul shot and hope for the best. So 17's too low. 33? Well, I can't get it. Keep trying. Not if I keep getting my passes blocked. Defense is a lot better with the high school team. Actually playing man-to-man. Ugh. So you throw it out of bounds, you lose time. But if you make it, it'll throw 5 seconds back on the clock. So if you're running out of time, it's an easy way to kind of prolong the game a little bit. But as soon as they get the rebound, that's over. You can't play any sort of defense. Well, I tried. Nope. They do a much better job of reading the passes than the high school team. Jeez. Alright, let's just dribble it through. Ah. Well, I got 3 seconds. I'll get a shot off and maybe it'll go in. Hey, went in. Throw 5 seconds back on the clock. And let's just knock off time. So it doesn't drop at 5 seconds when time's low, but it will add it, and that's it. But there you go. You guys kind of get the idea of what Konami Super Basketball is like and why I'm hooked on this thing. It's easy enough to get into, but it's challenging enough to have me coming back for more. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to share that with you and show you this neat little conversion kit from Bally Distribution that they put together for a Nintendo cab. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.